Hey everyone, it's me, Ultimate Gamer Freak, /UGF, and welcome to my, desktop screen, whatever. Today is yet again another video, well, I mean, evidently, but today is a podcast, which I'm super excited. I didn't get the thing I wanted to get by now, so instead of, I'm gonna be showing you me creating things, but as to what what they actually are is not gonna be that. You'll see what I mean. Like, I'm gonna be creating things, so might as well get started. As normal, the background is actually not important necessarily. There might be something, like I might ask a question, which I actually will, but I'll get to that later. Anyway, so today, during the background, if you are watching this, I'll be creating multiple things for my channel and all that, so I'm gonna get right into it by opening up Blender. But anyway, so I have a little sticky note here with a whole bunch of interesting stuff. Let's get on with not the most recent, but the oldest set of news, which is Disneyland. I went to Disneyland back in July, so about like 2 months ago. So yeah, that was a little while ago. Sorry. I know I said not to worry about it. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so I went to Disneyland not too while ago. I got to see what you may call it. Why can't I remember the name? Galaxy's Edge. There it is. Which was rather fun. I thought it was fun. So I'm gonna actually. It's been such a while since I've done a podcast. I'm a little bit out of it, and especially since I'm actually doing stuff that requires mental energy. But so my opinions on Galaxy Edge. It was fun. There wasn't a lot to do there, and I understand that there is the phone app that they recommend you to have, that you can create your own story and all that. But like, let me just tell you how stupid that is. I mean, it's fun. I'm pretty sure it is amazing, but like, it's a phone app that you have on your phone that, like, realistically you're not going to use unless you're at Disneyland, because you can't really use it anywhere else. And so, unless you're like a person who goes to Disneyland like every week or every month, it isn't really something useful to be on your phone. And then you get someone like me who already have like a whole bunch of apps on my phone, and I'm actually keep on getting the "you're low on storage" message, which is rather annoying. But yeah, it's just I don't see the want for the app. And as I said, I'm pretty sure it is fantastic, it's fun, but I don't think it's a good thing to do with Galaxy's Edge. I understand they're also working on more rides and stuff. I saw like the entrance to a queue of one of the newer rides that they're working on, but like, still not too much to go around. I will be honest, the place, it looks fantastic. Galaxy Edge looks beautiful. It is gorgeous. It really does put you into the Star Wars universe. It puts you into the world of Star Wars, and that's just really beautiful. But like, as I said, there's not too much to do there. I would put up a picture of me in front of the X-Wing, because, yeah, but I don't think I have that on my laptop, so I can't really show you unless like I take a separate thing. But as I said, then again, this is also not background oriented, so you can listen to this while you're like cleaning your room or something. But yeah, Galaxy's Edge. I see potential in it. I do see potential in it. But yeah, the ride. What is the Smuggler's Run? can't remember how to get out of this. I think it's escape. Yeah, there we go. Smuggler's Run. It was a fun ride. Do I think it's worth the wait? Is like probably the more appropriate thing to be asking. And in my opinion, like Smuggler's Run was the first ride I rode on purpose to not have to wait for so long. So it was a 30-minute wait for me and my party from start to actually get onto the ride. It was about 30-ish minutes. The typical ride queue time when we were there was like an hour to 2, and it's a fun ride, but I don't think it's worth that long of a wait. And it is a fantastic ride. I do think the wait time will lower with the introduction of more of the rides, and also the opening of Marvel's whatever the Marvel Land is going to be called. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Stark Studios or something like that. I can't remember. But when that gets introduced, I can easily see the lines going down. But then again, a lot of people are actually riding in California Adventure because of Galaxy's Edge. I actually got a nice exclusive pin too, which was really nice. But those are my views on Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge. There's many galaxies that have an edge. Actually, that's true. But anyway, and that's my take on Galaxy Edge. Is it worth the wait? No. Is it really beautifully well made? Yes. Would I recommend it at this point in time? No. I would not recommend it. And then you also had, what is it, the lightsaber thing, which costs like $200. And I've heard two different sides to it. I've heard it's both worth the money, and I also heard it's underwhelming. It may be to do with the cast member who's like in charge of it during that time. It may be, but a little shaky on spending $200 on a lightsaber. I also do understand that the stormtroopers will stop you if they notice that you have one of these lightsabers, which is clever. But yeah, and also with the introduction of Galaxy's Edge, I feel like they should probably move Star Tours over to Galaxy's Edge, because it doesn't really fit in Tomorrowland anymore. And Hyperspace Mountain, well, you can't really move that. So maybe just return it back to what it used to be, which was just Space Mountain. But yeah, so that's my view on Galaxy's Edge and the Star Wars rides in Tomorrowland. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I think it's image. Save as image. Alright. Sorry, so much things are trying to happen. I'm not even doing much because I'm talking. I don't know, I'm just going to name him that. But anyway, that's my take on Galaxy's Edge. What's the other one? I got to ride Mission Breakout for the first time, which was interesting. So my view on Mission Breakout, for those of you who do not know, which somehow you do not know, if you really look at like the most popular channels, you would probably recognize I was a really huge fan of the Tower Terror. Tower Terror was my ride. I loved that ride. And then when they announced the closing of it and replacing it with Mission Breakout, I wasn't happy, to be honest. I was really not happy. Hence why the Recreation series happened on it, and also what do you call it? The petition, I signed it. But I wasn't happy, and this was the first time I got to ride Mission Breakout. and how I feel about it, it's a fun ride. It is a fun ride. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would put up pictures, but then again, as I said, I can't because it's on my phone and not on my laptop, which I probably should transfer it over to my laptop to save it more permanently and free up space in my computer. I mean, my phone. But I'll do that later on. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Now the real question is, do I prefer it over the Tower of Terror? No, I do not. And I might be like, oh, you're such an old person. What? Just move on. Forget about the Tower of Terror. I'm sorry. I'm never going to be able to forget about the Tower of Terror. The Tower of Terror has been such a staple in my life. It's such a huge thing in my life. And there's multiple reasons. The show, it's based off of the Twilight Zone. I really enjoyed that show. It's a fantastic show. I recommend you watch it. It does hit the old show cringe factor, where you're just kind of cringy at it because it's outdated stuff. But that's because it's from the 60s. It's outdated. And I'm not talking about the new one. I don't know how I feel about them reintroducing the new one. Mostly because it's colored. I think that's my biggest issue, is I think the Twilight Zone had such a unique feeling to it because it wasn't colored. And you might be like, well, maybe it's just it wasn't colored because most films were not colored at the time. Actually, no. It came out in the 60s. Colored film came out in like the late 50s, if I'm correct. The colored films were a thing. And I really enjoyed that they decided to have it in black and white. And with this new one, from what I've seen, it's not in black and white. And I feel like that kind of ruins the feeling. And so I don't know how I feel about the new show, but that's me rambling on off of something else. But I really enjoyed the Twilight Zone, the original series with Rod Serling. Rod Serling. I've made the joke. It's like, you know what would really make it a... I do have the file, don't I? I believe I do. What? I gotta try to find the picture because I can't remember what I named it. And I know it's on this computer. Would it be saved pictures? Probably. No. But, Rod Serling. Yeah, I made the joke when it came out. I was like, you know what would really be awesome if, and would really take you to the fifth dimension, is if Rod Serling was the, what's it called? The host. There it is. My brain is like so occupied with what I'm doing. It's probably not a good idea to be doing a podcast with me doing this because it's taking a lot of my concentration. And for some reason I cannot find the... Alright, I guess I have to go to Discord because I thought I had it. I'm pretty sure I have it. If I find my one picture, then it should be with the other. It should be with it. Because I'm pretty sure I have it. I need to organize this. But yeah, so I really love Twilight Zone. Now, another thing, I really enjoyed the look of it. I really do enjoy the look of the California Adventure Tower Tour. It just had a certain nostalgic feeling for me. And I won't get that feeling unless I go to France. And I don't really care all too much about Euro Disney. I don't really care all too much to be going there. Even though it's the same exact experience for the Tower of Terror. It's just like, I think the only way I would ever go to Euro Disney is if I end up happening to be in France, which is very unlikely. But, yeah, so I won't be able to get that nostalgic feeling. And finally, the third thing is the time in which it takes place in, the 1939, which I don't really know how much I've talked about it, but I am a big fan of the 1930s, 1940s. It's like kind of like my era that I, for some reason, am really invested in. And it's not a for some reason. I actually know the reason why I'm invested. I don't know the reason why I'm invested in what I'm invested in, but I'm really invested in World War II. There's something about World War II. I really like to read about it and look at it. I don't know why, but I'm really invested in learning about World War II. And for those of you who don't know, which I think most of you guys do, if not all, World War II took place from 1939 to 1945. Is kind of the general agreement of when it took place. But I think that's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed it. So those are like kind of my reasons why I still prefer the Tower of Terror over the Mission Breakout. But as I said, I don't hate Mission Breakout. It is a fun ride. It was rather enjoyable. Another thing was the Incredicoaster. I never rode Screaming Over California, mostly because anytime I was about to, I would chicken out because I can kind of say I was afraid of roller coasters. I'm not so much anymore. I'm starting to grow out of it, which is fantastic. I'm glad I'm starting to grow out of it. But yeah. So that's my trip to Disneyland in a nutshell. Oh, you can. That's a sneak peek on something that's coming up later on. Was it in here? I don't remember. Was it in our direct messaging? No, it wouldn't be in here. I'll be right back. Found it. Okay, it was right here. Open link in new tab. Or just open link. Google Chrome. Yes, I'm pretty sure I have it. This is not what the channel icon will look, which is, here's a spoiler. This is what my channel icon is. This is what I'm trying to get him to work on. He hasn't responding. I know he has some issues going on right now too, so I'm not gonna pressure him all too much. I know I said today was like the latest I would want it, so yeah, but I'm not gonna push him all too much. Anyway, I'm gonna save image as. Did I save as channel icon? Downloads. Save. PNG is annoying. But anyway, there we go. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, this is what I'm working on. Oh, you should be done downloading. Shut up. But yeah, so file, open, channel icon, open. Oh wait, is this gonna bring it down? Oh yes, it is. one. Can I make file new? Whatever. Okay, so but yeah, so this is working on my channel icon. That's not where I want it. But yeah, so anyway, let me get into the next topic, which would be where is my pencil? Because I actually need to write down this to actually put in music. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to finally announce what I've been kind of preluding to and almost said on accident earlier this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce, I'm not introducing, but I'd like to tell you guys that I have recently bought 2 items for my PC that if they both work, or if one of them specifically works, I will no longer be recording on my laptop and instead on my PC, which is fantastic because that actually means that I would be able to stream. There's the word. I would finally be able to live stream, which I've been wanting to do for a while. But I just haven't been able to because, well, my laptop sucks. I've actually tried to edit before. For those of you who don't remember, long ago. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, no, you can't even access it because of it. Yeah. But like I've tried. I actually did try live stream before. It was a Minecraft live stream. It didn't turn out so well. I only live streamed for like 2 minutes, I think, is what was saved. But I did try live streaming before. I was back when I was also using XSplit, which, for those of you guys who do not know, that's what I used to use. I no longer use it because it's quite frankly not worth it. I definitely much rather prefer what I'm using now, which is Action, over XSplit. And I'm glad I'm now using Action. But yeah, so I did try live streaming, but with this new PC, I'll be able to not only start live streaming, but I can introduce new series. I can reintroduce old series too as well. So series like War Thunder, I'll be able to start doing War Thunder again, which I'm actually super excited about because I get to do it the way I want to do it, which is live commentary. It will improve. It would improve this, to be honest. Like if I had the ability to do live commentary, I'd be able to do all this while talking, but I don't have that ability. Not well formed. But what was yeah, so War Thunder will be coming. Multiple new Steam games will also be coming. FTL, which I was running on my laptop, I did something, I don't know. I was trying to record it actually today, which is funny because I wanted to finish the run we had going, and the file deleted itself. So that run that we had is no more. I don't know what I did. So that run, I don't know. I no longer need to worry about it. We'll just start a new one on the PC. We will also have other Steam games. I'm super excited for some of them, like Honor Company or Call of Honor. I can't remember. It's an RPG game, I think. I don't know what type of game it's classified as, but that's I'm excited about. Destiny 2, which is coming free on like October 1st. I'm excited to get into that. And many other games I can finally start doing. I can finally start what's it called? I can start uploading on my other channels as well. There it is. I'm just like, I don't know why my brain is just going beep, but it is going beep. But so yeah, new series. And as to what those two parts that I've ordered are, it's a new hard drive and a new graphics card. Hard drive because, well, as I said before, I'm stupid with technology and I've somehow gotten a virus on it, and the virus is refusing to go away. So. And then a hard graphics card because that's actually what I need for recording and stuff like that. Graphics will also be a whole lot better for you guys and me. My gaming graphics, like, for those of you who don't know, I do play War Thunder right now, but I play it on minimal graphics because that's what I can play it at. I can't play it any higher. So I'm super excited because with this graphics card, I know this graphics card because my cousin uses it. It can handle movie graphics. And so I'm super excited for that stuff. I just cut my forehead with my fingernail. Ow. But yeah, so better graphics. And then for you guys, I can start recording at like HD level quality, which is nice. Now, of course, my PC is still going to need upgrades after this. For example, a new monitor, because I'm using like one of those 1990s, early 2000 monitors that are like kind of like a brick. I actually plan on getting a triple screen, mostly for the streaming, not so much for like my own enjoyment, but for streaming. That way I can have Twitch on one screen, the game in the center screen, and then like Discord or something like that on the other screen. So if I'm in a call, they're on there, and I can easily just mute it if I need to say stuff. Which, actually, that's a good point. I never said where I'm streaming. I'm no longer streaming on YouTube. I'll be streaming on Twitch. Not because of a partnership, because I don't. I don't have a partnership, but it's just Twitch I can see as being the better alternative to YouTube for streaming. So I'll be streaming on Twitch. I might or might not move the live streams onto a channel as like a video. I don't know. I don't plan on like live streaming all too often unless I get into like some series, like an actual series, something like SMP Live. But other like it won't be like an every week thing. It'll be a once in a while stream, which I am super excited about. And the reason why I'm trying to oh yeah, that's right. I actually have to exit. All right. I'm being a little bit stupid right now. Alright. Oh! Yeah. Oh, they're in backgrounds. Of course they are. This was what the original idea for my thumbnail is, just so you guys know. That's where I put them, is in backgrounds. Ugh. And I think I even looked at it and was like, there it is. I don't know where it is, though. I'm such a genius. I was even like, oh, it'll be where the other one is. Yeah. Anyway, so I actually got to, whatchamacallit, use Blender again to update the Roblox character. But, yeah. So, I'm going to delete that file, open, desktop. Oh, I need, not what? File, import, obj. There we go. So, yeah, I'm actually going to be doing some editing to this as well. There we are. I'm just like, what? So, I don't know. This doesn't even take too much energy just clicking all these. For some reason, though, for me it does. But it'll be more this way. Can you really even see? I guess all I need to do then is kind of move the arms. I can be a little bit cheaty about it. Anyway, but yeah, live streams are gonna be awesome. Now, for those of you who don't remember, which might be most of you guys, I don't know how many of you guys watched the previous podcast, but I mentioned that I was joining the military and that I wouldn't be here for much longer. Here's a little bit update on that. I'm still in the process. I've been in the process for over 6 months. Why? Because, well, mine requires a lot of paperwork for specific reasons such as the main one, which is ADHD. I have been diagnosed with ADHD. I'm no longer taking medication, so the ADHD should be clear, but it still requires a lot of paperwork. And things only got worse because they needed a piece of paperwork that I couldn't get until one of the counselors at my high school came back from vacation, which meant I had to wait until school started again. So I had 2 months of not doing really anything. And then, yeah, and I got those papers and then scheduled a meeting. Found out that I think that there's an update to it, so they needed more information now, so I got to grab those. And then I got the lovely news. So I believe we finally pulled out of or we're in the process of pulling out of the Middle East at the moment, like Afghan and Syria. I don't know which one we were still in. It shows you how much I listen to the news, but I don't listen to the news for a reason. Oh, that was it. Oh, I can just get here with... I don't need this anymore then. No. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I want to do. No. But yeah, so with that, they don't need people nearly as much anymore. Sorry, I'm just really trying to focus, and it's really is something I need to be focusing on. This is so confusing sometimes. You know what? I'll just keep it as is. I'll just move the head. Oh boy. I need to join all that. Oh crap, I even need to join that. There we go. So now that's all one. But yeah. So with that came the rather annoying... Oh, that's not the right... the medical doctors in the military are currently only willing to look at 5 sheets of paper a day. With how big my stack already is, not necessarily half a year, but it looks like it could be up to half a year with the addition of the new papers. So, all in all, it could end up being that I don't get in until like a year. I may be in the recruitment process for a year. And just for there's a small chance that I might not even make it in. Like there's a chance, not necessarily small. It's actually a pretty decent chance I might not make it in, and that's what worries me. Is not making it in, spending a year of not being in college when I could have. I'd actually be more of like a year and a half, because by that point I won't be able to register for the next semester. And like the whole other reason why I'm not in college right now is because of the military. I was expecting to have been sent by now. And so I'm not in college right now. I'm not taking this semester either, unless I like absolutely have to. Just because, well, I want to make sure that like I'm not taking the semester and then end up leaving halfway through to go to training. Because then that's just money left to uselessness. Because I don't think I'll be able to pass the class if I leave halfway through for training. Because I'm not going to be able to take the final exam. I'm not going to be able to take the test. I'm literally somewhere else being trained on like how to do my job in the military, or like how to carry around a weapon, shoot a weapon. And it's just, why? Why would I go to college if that's the case that could happen? And so that's why I'm not doing that right now. So this is like kind of just like wasting time right now, because yeah, and I don't want a job because like, it's just like, hey, I got a job now and now I'm leaving, and I'm gonna come back and be like, hi, I quit, because like I'm being paid for working one weekend a month. I have all this other time to focus on what I want to focus on and what I need to focus on, instead of working. And so like I understand that like most of the time you would want 2 jobs with the military. You would want another job because you don't get paid enough. But for me, I'm not paying rent or anything like that. I'm not paying for food at the moment because I'm still living with my parents, because I'm taking the financial route and I'm trying to stay financially stable. And with the fact that I don't have a job right now, I wouldn't be able to pay for rent. I wouldn't be able to pay for food. I wouldn't be able to pay for water or electricity or anything like that. With when I get this job, I plan on like upgrading my stuff, but like also paying for my own stuff as well. Like start paying for my own food, learning how to pay. Of course, I'm gonna have to learn how to pay taxes as well, because well, with the job you're required to do taxes. And it's yeah, it's just, I don't want to go to college yet and end up having to pay for that and all that stuff. Because you guys gotta remember, I don't get free college unless I get a C or higher. That would be a fail, so I'd have to pay that off anyway. And if I am gonna have to like go to college this next semester, it would be like a throwaway class. I'm not going to choose something that I actually am working forward to, like German or teaching. It would be photography or art or something. And it would probably be photography because I actually want to learn how to do photography and stuff like that. Like, yeah. It's a little bit frustrating, but it's just what I have to deal with. at the moment. And am I happy? No, but like also that gives me more time with you guys to improve my content on the channel, improve skills that I need in the future, like public speaking. Because my public speaking skills, it's not good. I have really bad public speaking skills. Well, not really bad, but like not outstanding either. Like I actively get afraid when I have to like order something from someone. I that's something I am definitely trying to work on. That does not look right. Oh, that's right, because I'm but like it's something that I'm actively working on improving. But like YouTube is kind of like my main way of improving it at the moment. Like that's YouTube is the way I'm planning on improving it and all that stuff. But like yeah, it's how I plan on improving my public speaking skills, which are evidently like yeah. And the reason why I'm going to YouTube specifically is because I know YouTube can do it. Is there a way to like make this transparent? Oh. Okay, well that just did it. Anyway, but so that's the whole entire issue with the military right now. Am I really happy with what's happening? No. But I don't have any say in what's happening because well, I'm not in high command of the military. And yeah. I understand the reason why they're taking extra precautions with me because I'm ADHD, because during training I'm going to be handling a weapon, and if I have the inability to not focus, that can become a very dangerous situation. Thankfully, I've definitely like grown out of it. I now do have the ability to like focus for long amounts of time. My attention span has definitely increased. No, and I mostly notice this with games, is I'm able to play games for longer. When I was grinding for the mouse, it was long gaming sessions. Now, to be honest, I'm able to concentrate a lot longer when I'm with someone else. When I'm like talking to someone actively, I'm able to concentrate a lot longer than if I don't. And that's still the case now. It's always been the case. If I'm doing something with someone else, I'm able to stay focused longer than if I'm doing it by myself. But self-gameplay has been increasing for me. I'm able to stay in games a lot longer. For example, like a good one was Slime Rancher. I've recently been playing it on my PC, which I'm gonna lose all the progress I've made. But I was able to like play like 4-ish hours of it straight, and like that's unheard of for me. I used to like there was like, especially like during like the middle of last year, was like the worst I've ever seen my attention span in terms of video games, because it was like I would play a single round of a game and then get off because I was already bored. War Thunder, play a single round, get off because I don't want to play anymore. Not Assassins, Arsenal and Roblox, play a single round, get off. And that was one of the most frustrating times of my life, I gotta say, because like I was there having no idea what to do because I was bored of everything at the time. I was like, I didn't want to play Warzone, I didn't want to play Roblox, I didn't want to play Minecraft. I'm just here like, and I was like, schoolwork's boring. Nor do I even have any schoolwork because I'm a senior, and like schoolwork does dramatically drop off, it seems like, when you're a senior. I think the only class that persistently gave me homework was my English class. And I procrastinated with that, and mostly because I hated the teacher. I'm not a big fan of my teacher. But like, I also deliberately took my senior year easy. I had 2 open periods, because that's the max I could have at that year. And besides, the other 2 periods were going to be my band class, and I really enjoyed band. Well, that's an issue for another time. Actually, I'll probably talk about that. But I had band, and then I had an easy math class, an honors English class, an honors government class, a normal science class, and that's all. That and band, and it's my math class. I finished the homework in class and turned it in. English, we already know. Science, typically didn't do the homework, to be honest, and I passed with a C. And then government, which was, the teacher didn't really like doing homework, and so we rarely ever got homework. And then, of course, we had band, which was practice, which I did. I did practice. It was actually the really only year that I actually got really into practicing, which is kind of a sad truth. But like, yeah, I was pretty much left with nothing. And YouTube, I would watch it for like an hour, and then I'd be like, I don't really know what to watch anymore because I'm bored. I don't want to watch any of this. So like, senior year, especially halfway, it got really annoying for me because and like, to be honest, the thing I miss most about school is that it kept me occupied. It kept me doing things. We had the school hours, and then like my favorite times of school was definitely like the 2 times where I got to stay after school for a reason. And that was marching season and then not football, because football season is in marching season. I call it marching season because marching band's what I'm into. I'm not into football. The other one was basketball season. Marching season, I would say, obviously, because after school rehearsals and then towards the end, every Saturday was a competition. I got to stay after, do stuff, talk to friends, whatnot. And then basketball season, we played at the basketball games. Kept me after school. Kept me occupied. But like any other time, I didn't have anything to do. I was bored out of my mind. And then of course some people are like, why didn't you just call your friends and hang out with them? Everyone I hanged out with doesn't live anywhere near me. So let me tell you, the school I went to is what's known as a magnet school. I don't know if other nations have I think they have things kind of like magnet schools, but they're not called magnet schools. But what a magnet school is you get like the advanced kids who are advanced in certain things like math and stuff, like they're beyond the normal, I guess is probably the best way to put it. I don't know, there's no real easy way to put it, but they would be, you could be in the magnet program and you have more advanced classes, you have harder classes, and with that it brings people from all over the city. I live in a big city. I had people from most of the people I know were on the other side of the city, or like somewhere far away from where I'm at. And so like I don't have the ability to go and hang out with them unless I got picked up. And like, to be honest, most of the time I never was invited to anything, which is fine, I guess. Like, now kind of seeing that, it did hurt a little bit, and it does hurt a little bit, but like, I guess like my personality might not be something you want everywhere you go, and I can see that because I have a very jumpy personality. When I know you, I'm very jumpy. I like to joke around and stuff. It's when you don't know me, you don't really see that side of me, because I have a hard time talking to people I don't know. But I guess that's maybe the reason why I never wanted to hang out. The end of school year, I kind of really understand the reason why I was never invited to anything, which is alright. I understand that, but whatever. You know what? Yeah. It also doesn't help that I didn't, and I still don't have a driver's license. I don't know how to drive, which is kind of just like, in the city I live in, you need to know how to drive in order to get places. One, because of how big it is, and two, when it's summer, it's too hot to go biking around. It is too hot. Way too hot. But, yeah. I was never invited, but, you know what, I'm fine with that. And, to be honest, this channel right now is kind of like, why, it's the only thing that's actually pushing me to, game at the moment. Otherwise, I'd just be sitting down watching YouTube videos all day. Once it's like comfortably cool. And what I mean by that is like once it's like stably cool, because right now I don't know what the weather is like. I'm gonna start heading out and running and exercising to get myself fit for the military. I'm already decently fit. I just want to improve my strength, be able to do more push-ups, be able to do more pull-ups, be able to run longer, be able to run farther. All things you need to work on for the military. But, yeah. But, I have like 6 months to work on that pretty much. And maybe even more. Who knows? Because there's other tests that I got to do. There's probably going to be more paperwork they're going to request to see. Yeah. But, anyway, yeah, so. I never really had anyone to hang out with, I guess. I did hang out with Yoda, because we know each other in real life, as I say quite often. I did hang out with him every once in a while. The only problem is he lives on the other side of town. Like, I literally mean, like, we are, like, exactly opposite sides of town, pretty much. We only, like, have hung outside of school twice. And I do actually want to hang out with him again, because I thoroughly enjoy just, like, going to the park that we go to and just walking around. Walk around and talk, and now that it's cooler than it was then, it's going to be like way easier to just walk around instead of like walking around the park once and then sitting down for like half an hour. Which the last time I actually did that with him, it was actually my birthday, which is funny enough. He forgot it was my birthday, but whatever. But yeah. And he's also going to be going away eventually. He's having issues, as I said earlier. I'm not going to get into them because they're personal issues. But, yeah. Life, yeah. Life can be a jerk. It can easily be a jerk. Do I miss childhood? Oh, yeah. I actually, like, thoroughly do not enjoy being an adult as of right now. And everyone's all like, "Oh, I cannot wait to be an adult. I get to be able to drink and stuff." I mean, like, I haven't gotten to the age where I can drink legally here yet. I mean, I can drink in my house, because I think the legal age of like inside drinking is like 16. But I can't go to a place and buy alcohol or anything like that. I can't do that. But like, even then, like, I don't see too much of a want my for it. And trust me, like, you're probably gonna have a point in time where you might be like, I want to be a child again. There's probably gonna be a point in time where you switch to that, and you're just like, I wish I was a child. I wish I enjoyed it. And I already wish that I enjoyed my childhood more. I am not even that old. I shouldn't be hitting my midlife crisis yet, which I think is usually about the time where you hit that realization that you wish you were a kid again. I haven't hit it yet, and yet I'm already starting to feel like I wish I did more stuff as a kid. I wish I had more friends. I wish I hung out with people more. I wish I did more stuff. I wish I did my homework. But yeah. Which actually, this kind of brings me to band. I mentioned band earlier, how it was kind of fun. I don't know what happened, but during senior year, I was enjoying band, and then there was a point where it just faded. I wasn't enjoying band as much as I used to. And actually, there was a point in times where I was actually having anxiety over going to band. I was like, I don't want to go to band. I don't want to go band. Which, I love band. And I was like, why am I like this? I love band. Why am I not wanting to go to band? And I think probably ultimately what it was I felt like I wasn't good enough to be in the top band. I didn't feel like I was worthy enough to be there. I don't think I was worthy enough to be playing the music. And to be honest, I think I didn't feel worthy enough to be playing even the symphonic band's music. I was like, I don't feel worthy. And I never mentioned this to anyone because I didn't want anyone to go like, well, like, I think I was afraid of them saying, well, yeah, you're not worthy, or like that, or them trying to actually help me. And so, like, I kind of just lost interest in band, and at the end of the year, like, I thoroughly enjoyed marching band. Marching band's always been the thing I've always enjoyed. And we had a parade. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. I wasn't anxious about that. But, like, I don't like normal band anymore. I don't think. I think I have a problem with it. And to be honest, marching band kind of had the same situation, but on a smaller scale. Way smaller. Because I was still enjoying it, but I had the looming feeling of, oh, I'm not worthy. And it's just, yeah, so, like, when it came to it, like, I was already not joining marching band for college because it's not the marching band I like. But, like, I was planning on being a band teacher, and it switched because of this. And I was just like, actually, it switched before it because I started to already feel it before my senior year. But I was just like, I don't feel like this anymore. And in the end, when I graduated, I was just like, I'm putting my flute away for a little while. Am I still going to play the flute? Yes. But am I going to be in band anymore? Sadly, no. I'm no longer going to be in band because it's just not what I want anymore. I still will play flute. I'll play flute for you guys. But, like, at this point in time, I haven't picked up my flute since July, when I had the parade. July 4th was the last time I picked up my flute. It's just been sitting in my nightstand for over a month now because I don't want to pick it up right now. I don't feel like playing my flute right now. And don't get me wrong, I love music. I love band. I highly suggest band for those of you who like music, who want to play musical instruments. I suggest band, specifically marching band, because marching band has always been such a good experience. It's a good experience, and I've met some of my most favorite people through marching band, and people like I don't ever want to lose contact with. But I just don't want to do band right now. And I've also realized I've stuck on this image because I've hit the point where, like, I just want to talk. I don't want to do anything right now. But, like, yeah. But back to band, it's just, I don't want to do it anymore. I think I need a rest from playing my flute right now. I think I need that rest. And to be honest, like, in all fullity, I don't even know if that's a word. I don't think I'm going to be picking up my flute until I come back from training. Which that's going to be like 2 years. And then I'm going to pick it up again and play it. And I probably will make a video on it and be like, picking up my flute after 2 years and not touching it. And it's kind of like the whole entire situation that YouTubers had where it was like burnout. that's kind of what is happening right now. But I'm gonna need to leave it off there, because honestly, it's starting to make me teary, and I don't know why. Like, it's marching band. Why am I starting to tear up? I don't know, but I will say one last thing about it. As I said, I've met some of my favorite people through marching band. I never want to forget the people I've met through there. I've met many fantastic people from there. Marching band is such a great community. And I highly suggest that if you're playing a musical instrument and you're entering into like the high school, or maybe even middle school, if you have marching bands in your middle school, I highly suggest joining it. I mean, of course, if you have a viola or a violin or a cello, no, marching band's not for you, because you don't have marching cellos. We have marching French horns, and well, those are called baritones, but we have marching flutes and stuff. It's no. Well, I mean, marching flute is just a flute. But yeah. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it off, because as I literally say, my throat is starting to clench up and my eyes are starting to water. So that's where I'm going to leave it off for you today. I hope you guys did enjoy this podcast and the rough beginning. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this podcast, please do smash that like button. And if you're at all new to this channel, or if you've been here before, but that subscribe button is still red, please do click it, and also ring that notification bell so you get notified of the next time I upload. There will not be a video tomorrow because I just don't feel like uploading. Like, honestly, this I didn't feel like really doing at the beginning. But that, and also I'm going to be getting my other part, because I'm getting one of the parts today, getting the other one tomorrow, and I'll be setting up the PC tomorrow. So that. So I don't really have time to record. So this, in theory, will be the last recording on my laptop. The last time I record on my laptop, which is super exciting. But that's where I'm going to leave it off. So I'd like to once again thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you Monday, hopefully on my PC. Peace out.